north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Harrison Butker ready to get us started. This should be fun. The Chiefs and Bucs are underway from Tampa. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Throwing. Love. It's caught by Mike Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 16. 1st down Tampa Bay. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Into the hands of Darden. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Almost feel sorry for the kicker here because you know he wants to go out there and contribute, but they keep saying stay on the bench. I think it's just simply a matter of a head coach saying I believe more in my guys with the football than sending you out there to kick it.
Well, he wants to make a big statement here on the opening drive, and a statement he's making now. They've got it 1st and goal after that conversion. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Love. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Howard. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd down and goal. Love. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. Then on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete to John Ross. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Buccaneers 0. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll go with Jones.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
On 1st and 10, Love. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Love now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. On the completion, this is Carey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Mostert is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Harrison Butker to take off 4 Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw again. Green. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dodson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Green. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. Throwing on first down. Green. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Second and 10. Now Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run the toss to Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Williams brings it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll drop this down to Williams. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Green to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this one complete to Darden. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running the counter with Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First target, first catch, and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Love. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To pass, here's Jordan Love. They'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Love looking to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Jalen Darden, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Now a give, right side. Patterson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Green throwing on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Tershawn Wharton drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st down, Dodson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll keep it on the ground. Dodson. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now Mahomes. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Love now. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
And they will take a knee here.